Hello and welcome to the video. I'll be breaking down the trailer and going over some details of where the scenes in the movie were shot with some behind the scenes photos and the help of Google Maps. So some spoilers may lie ahead. As you may know, the movie takes place in the fictional town of Somerville, Oklahoma. The movie, however, was shot in and around the many towns of southern Alberta. When director Jason Reitman was at the Calgary International Film Festival back in September of 2019, he was asked why he chose Alberta for the movie's shooting location. He replied, "Alberta has had more cinematography Oscars than any other province or state, and it's a movie that is rural and takes place on a farm and is absolutely stunning here." Starting the trailer, you can see the cinematic handiwork of longtime collaborator Eric Steelberg as we get this panoramic shot of Horse Thief Canyon. It is named after the rustlers who hid their stolen animals there over 100 years ago, not to get confused with nearby Horseshoe Canyon. It's located about 17 minutes outside of Drumheller and is about an hour and a half drive from Calgary. We go into an indoor shot of the family and we can see by the eviction notice that they are located in Anderson East Estate, Chicago, Illinois. These indoor shots were done at the Congress Apartments located at 725 13th Avenue Southwest in Calgary, Alberta. The building was built in 1911 by John A. Moxham. We next see the family leaving their apartment, which was the location where the group shot was taken early in production. The building is Anderson Estates, located at 807 18th Avenue Southwest in Calgary, Alberta. It was built in 1912. You might recognize it from other productions such as Fargo and Jane Arden's intensive music video. We then head back to Drumheller, the dinosaur capital of the world, and home to the Royal Tyrrell Museum for the sweeping pano shots as we come into town from south on Highway number 9. Downtown Drumheller was transformed into Somerville. As we drive down 3rd Avenue East between 1st and Center Street, we can see the Somerville Legion number 426. Next up, we travel to the foothills south of Calgary, where they built the old farmhouse from scratch in an empty field. The house is no longer, as it was taken down shortly after they were done shooting, but you can see Wood Valley Estates in the background. The location is on the intersection of Range Road 21A and 242 Avenue West. And back to Horse Thief Canyon. Rumor has it that the production dug the mine hole and filled it back in after shooting. If you look quickly, you can catch a glance of the Red Deer River, which runs through Drumheller. And bronze. Another big pano shot overlooking Drumheller. The water tower is located around 3rd Street West and 3rd Avenue West. The view is looking east and misses out on one of Drumheller's most notable landmarks, the world's largest dinosaur. The next shot is in Spinner's Diner, which was built on the corner of 1st Avenue and 6th Street in Berserker, Alberta, home of Squirt the Skunk. Berserker is located about 50 minutes northeast of Calgary. The seismic map in this scene gives us an idea of where the fictional town of Somerville is located. If we zoom in and compare it to Google Maps, it appears that it is located at the real-life location of Woodward, Oklahoma. Timbits, probably a nod to the iconic Canadian coffee chain Tim Hortons. If you ever come to Canada and hit up a Timmy's, just order a medium double-double and a 10-pack of mixed Timbits and you'll be fine. Shot inside the Somerville Police Station they set up in Crossfield, Alberta, about 30 minutes north of Calgary. Still in Crossfield, you venture inside House Brothers Lumber and Building located at 818 Railway Street, which sadly went out of business in the fall of 2020. And back to the diner and inside the farmhouse where we see some familiar book stacking. It looks like from the trailer that they built a full interior inside the farmhouse that were intertwined with studio shots, like what we see here with the floor puzzle. All of the shots that you see in the trailer that look like a school are probably shot in a real school, namely the W.G. Murdoch School in Crossfield, Alberta, located at 1020 Mountain Avenue. Turner Valley Gas Plant is the next location in the trailer, located on Sunset Boulevard Southeast in Turner Valley, southwest of Calgary. It dates back to the early 1900s oil and gas production in Alberta. We can see more of the plant from the German Ghostbusters Legacy trailer. They do public tours starting in May, running until October. Group rates are available, perfect for the whole Ghostbusting team. And back to the school in Crossfield. Jason Reitman said that he went through the original dailies from the 1984 movie to find these shots. We next delve into some of the studio shots at the Calgary Film Center, where they built the secret lab among other sets. Built on 8.35 acres, it opened in Calgary in 2017. The Afterlife production used all 3 of their sound stages with a combined 50,000 square feet of space. The center is partnered with William F. White International Rental Company for all your filming needs. Back to the school with Mr. Gruberson and How Not to Science, and back to the studio where they hit you right in the feels. Cross those fingers for no more date changes. The bridge shot was done right outside of Dorothy, Alberta, about 20 minutes southeast of Drumheller. past the Hoodoos and the Atlas coal mine. As we can see from the Google Maps photos, the bridge is real, but it looks like they added more to the mountain height in the background. Looks like Trevor making a late night mystery visit to the Ecto, most likely shot on the soundstage in Calgary. And the school? And House Brothers. The top right is the actual building in Crossfield, and below is most likely the outside fake storefront of the hardware store in Drumheller. We then head back to the school parking lot in Crossfield, where we can see the close-up that it appears that Mr. Gruberson has jump-started the ghost trap. What appear to be hands rising from the pit, most likely shot in the studio. The Tear Dog leg was shot in the parking lot of Deerfoot City Walmart in northeast Calgary. And here we have some exclusive behind-the-scenes footage of the actual scene being shot in late September 2019. Groovy, eh? Here is a close-up of Mr. Gruberson's Toyota and the still of the production. I don't think it'll make the travel brochures, but you too can park in Mr. Gruberson parking space. Back to the farmhouse, and then we transition back to Crossfield at Railway Street and Nanton Avenue, where we can see the outside of the garage set and the police station, which is forever immortalized on Google Maps. The shots of the Ecto in the field were shot somewhere outside of Dorothy, Alberta. I'm just not exactly sure where. The gunner seat scenes were shot in Fort Macleod, about an hour and 45 minutes south of Calgary, on the corner of 2nd Avenue and 24th Street, as we can see here on Google Street View. Back to Drumheller on the corner of 3rd Avenue East and Center Street, where we have the Somerville Post Office. We chase Muncher past the Empress Theatre in Fort Macleod on 235 24th Street. The theatre was built in 1912 and is the oldest theatre in Alberta. For the final shot, we are back in Bizyker, where we can see the outside of the diner known as Spinner's Roller Hub, constructed where a gas station used to be. If you're hoping to grab a burger there, the location was torn down after shooting. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video and that someday you can come see everything for yourself.